Dear students, today we are going to learn one new module, Errors in Accounting. So in this module, we will learn about the types of errors. So two types of errors mainly, clerical errors and errors of principle. So before going to the types of errors, we will learn what you mean by error. So an error is a misstatement or misrepresentation of a transaction in the books of accounts by way of mathematical or clerical errors in the books of accounts. Say for example, we have to enter a transaction, credit purchases as 1000, but by mistake it's recorded as credit purchases of rupees 100. So it's a mathematical or clerical error. Second one is oversight or misinterpretation of facts. Oversight, 10,000 you are reading it as 1000 while entering. So it's a oversight. Then misapplication of accounting policies. That is, you are entering the transactions against the accepted principles of accountancy. See for example, repairs to machinery. You are adding to the cost of machinery. Repairs to machinery is a revenue item. But if you are adding to cost of machinery, it's against the accounting concepts and conventions. So then you are making a mistake. So errors can be due to any of this, either mathematical error or misstatement or oversight or which you are recording against the accepted accounting principles. Now classification of errors. Errors which occur due to carelessness of the staff are known as clerical or technical errors. So clerical errors we are dividing into four. So the types of errors mainly we are dividing into two. One is clerical error, second one is errors of principle. So clerical errors we are dividing into four. One is errors of omission. That is again divided into two, partial omission and complete omission. Then second one is errors of commission, errors of duplication and compensating or offsetting errors. So diagrammatic representation is there. Errors we are dividing into two. One is clerical or technical errors. Second one is errors of principle. So clerical or technical errors we are again dividing into four. Errors of omission, errors of commission, errors of duplication, compensating or offsetting errors. And errors of omission we are dividing into two, partial omission and complete omission. So what do you mean by errors of omission? So the first point is error of omission is one where a transaction is either not recorded in the books of accounts or recorded partially. One transaction is not recorded at all. So that I told you it's divided into two. One is partial omission and second one is complete omission. So if the transaction is completely omitted from the books, then it is known as error of complete omission. One example, if you take either credit purchases or credit sales is not entered in the books of accounts at all. See for example, credit purchases of 10,000. It's not entered in the books of accounts. That transaction is completely omitted. So you have to remember that it's very difficult to trace that transaction because trial balance is not affected. Continuing with that, in the case of error of partial omission, one aspect, that is either debit aspect or credit aspect alone is entered. See for example, in the case of credit purchase of goods from Mr. Ramu, the journal entry is purchases account debted to Ramu's account. So if you imagine that only debit side is entered, that is purchases is only entered, Ramu's account, the corresponding credit is not entered, then it's an error of partial omission. So here it's easy to detect the error because trial balance will not agree. So just then you have to trace the difference and then you can find out that you have recorded only one aspect of the transaction. So trial balance will not agree and it's difficult to trace the error. Now error of commission. Error of commission is one where a transaction has been recorded by mistake. So mistake or a mistake is committed in recording the books of accounts either in the journal or in the ledger. Say for example, a sales transaction of 1000. It is entered in the books by the accountant as sales transaction of rupees 100. It's an error of commission because instead of 1000, the accountant is entering 100 rupees. Then similarly, it can be wrong totally. When you're totaling the account, ledger or journal or posting or your calculations, or when you're carrying forward the balance from one page to another, one account to another, or you carry forward the totals, anywhere if you made the mistake, then it's an error of commission. Now errors of duplication. Error of duplication arises if the same transaction is recorded twice in the books of original entry or posted twice in the ledger. See the duplication, the word itself it's easy to remember. It's entered twice. So that is the meaning of error of duplication. So that meaning a purchase transaction for 2000 is recorded twice in the books of accounts. Then it's an error of duplication. So trial balance is not affected in this because trial balance will agree. Debit and credit aspects of the transaction are recorded, but it's recorded once again. So that is, it's not, trial balance is not getting affected, and it's very difficult to trace this transaction. Now, compensating or offsetting errors. So these type of errors are counterbalanced or compensated by another error or errors. Offsetting or compensating. One error is compensated by another error. So the net effect, that adverse effect on the debit side, will be neutralized or adjusted by another error on the credit side. So here also we have to remember that trial balance is not affected, and it's very difficult to trace these transactions. If we take an example, A's account which has to be debited with 1000 is credited, and B's account which has to be credited for 1000 is debited. So only the names are different, the amount is same. So this is very difficult to trace that transaction, and it's called compensating errors, because whatever mistake you did with the A, it's compensated with B's account because the amount involved is same. Next is errors of principle. So this is the second classification. This type of errors occur due to entering transactions against the fundamental principles of accounting. We have learned what are accounting concepts and accounting conventions. So when we are preparing the accounts, we have to follow the accounting concepts and conventions. If you are recording against the accepted accounting principles, then it is known as error of principle. So accounting, if a wrong allocation of revenue is made to capital account, it's an error of principle. Say for example, repairs to machinery is a revenue expenditure. But if you are adding that repairs expenditure 10,000 to the cost of machinery, it's an error of principle. It's the cost of the machinery, meaning capital item. The repairs is a revenue item. It has to be debited to profit and loss account. So the net effect of is that profit will be wrong. Because profit 10,000, whatever repair you have to debit, you have not debited. So profit will show more than the actual value. And balance sheet value of asset will also be wrong, because actual value, it will be, the asset will be more than 10,000. So will be showing a higher value of 10,000. That is actually, it's wrong. It is not the cost of the asset. So profit and loss account will be wrong. Balance sheet will be wrong. Asset value in the balance sheet will be wrong, and these errors will not affect the agreement of the trial balance. So this is what I want to explain with this module, and please give me your valuable feedback and suggestions, and encourage my channel by promoting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. Happy learning with Dr. Alice Mani. Thank you.